How's everybody doing? It's been quite a while since I've done a video, and I thought it was about time I should get off my lazy little butt and decided it's time to start ranting again a little bit. Now, before I go on any further, I want to just say it's been a very interesting winter for a lot of people, not just myself, I'm sure. And before anybody starts saying, global warming, blah, 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 I want to put something straight for the record in terms of what I believe, in terms of what I know. Global warming is a bad term. It was a term coined by hippies and do-gooders in the 60s and 70s, and unfortunately it was coined before most people had all the information about global climate change. And so therefore it has become a phrase used by the idiots who think that they can just continue to pollute the planet with everything and that they've got and not have any consequences, which is a stupid thing to believe in the first place. But the bottom line is global climate change is really the thing we should start talking about. And this is just a brief aside before I get on with what I really want to talk about tonight. Global climate change is really what we're looking at in our world right now. The way it was put to me is that when it gets cold, it's going to get damn cold. And when it gets hot, it's going to get really hot. And there's not going to be much in between. It's going to be extreme, and we're going to have extremes, and the extremes are going to continue to get worse. So batten down the hatches, ladies and gentlemen. The storms are coming, and they're not going to get any better. And those brief moments between the storms that you find in that nice moment, take advantage of them, because those are going to be very precious in the future. Now, on with what I really want to talk about. Tonight I want to coin a new phrase in my vocabulary, in my little bag of phrases. Excrement in broadcasting. Not excellence in broadcasting. EIB. Excrement in broadcasting. I am sick to death of, and I've said this before, Sean Hannity, Laura Ingraham, and Rush Limbaugh with their so-called right-wing criticisms of what they term the communist socialist Democrats. This goddamn country was founded on two parties and sometimes three and four, and that is how it is. If they don't like it, they can kiss my little brown ass, because I'm here to tell you, America is a democracy republic. That means we have the right to do anything we want in terms of the majority. Now, unfortunately, the majority rules, and in some instances, that's not really great for us. So okay, some of the things that Barack is doing, I don't like. I don't care for it myself. Bottom line is, he's the president. He was elected in a democratic manner, and nothing any of these people can do is going to change that for the next 4 years. Now, they can work their little asses off to try to change that in the next election, but the bottom line is it doesn't matter who we elect. We're going to get the same bag of shit. Brown, white, pink, or purple, whoever that person is in that White House out there, no matter what color they are, it's going to be the same bag of shit. I don't care what you tell me. So that aside, I want to get on with this new term I have called excrement in broadcasting. It's really all about ratings. And when Sean Hannity opens his right-wing, racist, wedging little mouth, he is doing nothing more than trying to maintain his ratings. Laura Ingraham, the same. Every time she opens her bitchy little mouth, all she's doing is trying to raise her ratings, because that's what it's really all about, guys. It has nothing to do with their political views. They can sit there and go, kudos, you're a real American, blah, blah, blah. It's a load of shit. A real American wouldn't be sitting in some radio station talking the shit they're talking, because basically what they're accomplishing is the wedging and splitting up of the people of this country. The real truth of it is if everybody got together, meaning everybody, the right, the left, the center, black, white, pink, purple, red, green, if they all got together and stood as one nation against the government that has taken the power of the people away from it, that has taken the power of the dollar away from the public, if we stood together, they would lose their jobs in a second and we would get our country back. Think about it. That's the fact. The fact is they don't give a rat's ass about you and your American beliefs. They just care about their ratings. Excrement in broadcasting. This is what we're talking about. Now, bottom line is I haven't done any videos lately because I've been living my life. Because I've been working my life and taking care of my business, my children, my family, my land, my property, my home, and my livestock and my way of living so that I can survive this onslaught of our freedom. And it began long before Barack even was born. The bottom line is you guys can sit there and blame Barack Obama all day long for what's going on, but it's been in the making for 150 years. They have been working on taking this country away from us since the beginning. And I've said it before, the last time this country was out of debt, there was no debt, no national debt, was when Andrew Jackson abolished the National Bank. He said, screw you guys, you're the problem, get the hell out. He shut the bank down, the nation had no debt, no debt, no debt. Andrew Jackson, that was the last time this country had no debt. And yet he was a common, drunken, no-gooder, according to the Washington elite. Well, the Washington elite are still there. They're still there. The descendants of those very same people that ousted Jackson because he did the right thing for the people are still there. And they've been there all along. So I'm here to tell you this, that we, as Americans, need to stop listening. Republicans, Democrats, all of us need to stop listening to these people who would do nothing more than to keep us divided from each other and wedge us so that we would not be able to communicate the fact that we actually share very common beliefs, very common interests in this country. We, the people, have a right, and that right is being taken away from us and has been being taken away from us for quite some time. The dollar is no more. It is growing weaker and weaker and weaker. And we sit here and watch it happen, and we watch the television, and we just sit around and we go, oh, well, Barack, it's all his fault. Or Barack, he's going to save us. Or whatever. They said the same thing about Bush. The right-wingers said, oh, Bush, yay, he's going to save us. And what did he do? He took us into a war that cost us more money than we had. I don't care what anybody says. He was an idiot. He was a bullshitter. Bush-shitter. And now, excrement in broadcasting has taken this country by the balls and put so much shit on us, it's ridiculous. I have a good life. I'm happy. I'm very fortunate to have the things I have, to be able to feed my children, to be able to live a comfortable life. But I work for it. No, I'm not some socialist. I don't believe in socialism. It's a load of crap. Any more than I believe in capitalism. It's a load of crap. It's all crap. The bottom line is what we had when we started. Our rights to pursue life, liberty, and happiness. If you're not happy, what good is it to work your ass off? If you're paying $3, $4 a gallon for gas just to go to work, what good is it? If you can't enjoy that little bit of time with your children without worrying about what you have got to pay for tomorrow, or whether you have enough money to keep your house. And we're talking about people who are professionals that are losing their jobs. This isn't affecting just, bricklayers and dirt shovelers anymore. This is going right across the line. The banks are basically screwing us up the you-know-what. So here I'm going to tell you. That's the end of this conversation. Just remember, excrement in broadcasting. It's all a load of bullshit. Excrement in Broadcasting, here at the EIB Network. Excrement in Broadcasting, behind the fecal microphone. Have a good one.